Hi Leo, this will be your weekly video. I'm sorry. I'm redoing this video. Actually, I already did one, but it was like so whack and metaphysical and just weirdness that's been coming out lately for the Leo readings. So I might include it like on the playlist. It'll be like unlisted though, but it'll still show up on the playlist. So if you are interested for some reason, but I feel like because I'm doing these general readings and it's like I think there's a few Leos out there that it's like I'm just connecting to that energy. So it's just this like really deep stuff or something. So I don't think it's like appropriate for the general reading. So I'm gonna redo this and hopefully just get some kind of general messages that aren't so whack. I don't know. I mean, not whack, I mean in a good way, but because I love reading that way, but I just don't feel it's probably appropriate for generals. So if you are subscribed, you can probably still see that one on the playlist, on the April playlist. I'm most likely going to upload it there, so as unlisted, so it won't really be out in the public. So, okay, so let's get started. Leos, this is going to be a three-part section. We're going to do love, and then we're going to do singles, and then we're going to do work and career, okay? So we'll get started with love. All right, for Leos. So show me Leo, please. Leo, and who they are dealing with in love. Show me their partner, please. Love. Okay. All right, a couple more and we're good here. Leo. All Leos. Okay, there we go. We have the four of Wands, the Fool card, the Emperor, the Temperance card, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right, so, all right, so I tend to look at the cards straight in the middle as kind of the main theme here. So it's really interesting because, we have the Fool card and we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like one of you is very sort of kind of on a like a lone wolf kind of trip, and the other person is on a self-empowerment kind of trip, right? So it's funny though because you both have these committed type stable energies that are, well, I'll get to that. All right, so with the Fool card and the self-empowerment card here, this is like kind of, it's knowing like a lot of truths, or to me though, it's like not knowing a lot of truths in a like large worldly way. I mean, it can be, but it's more about knowing a lot of truths about yourself. Really kind of digging deep and facing a lot of truths about oneself, and then kind of. The sword's going through the fire. It's like stabbing through, all these, it's almost like a wolf, that's in the pictorial here. So it's like just like stabbing. Oh, you know what? That's interesting because I said lone wolf. Wow. All right. Okay, maybe we're gonna have another deep metaphysical reading. Okay. No, but oh, that is kind of cool, huh? So, okay, so I think here's the thing. All right, I'm just going to say what I see. All right, because I'm tired of dancing around things. So, okay, so I see someone who is, feels very strong about a certain truth, okay? And it's, this is probably the other person because of the fire energy here. And it's like, I feel like they are just trying to, the sword is trying to reach, the lone wolf, right? And with this like truth, okay, but they're just sort of like they're like walking off a cliff and they're cool with that, they're kind of doing their own thing, and that's, they don't really know where they're headed. There's the moon is down here, so but they're willing to give it a shot and see where they end up. This is definitely the Leo energy, is my guess, with the sun up here. Okay, and this is the person you are dealing with's energy. Now, on the other side, this is probably the person you are dealing with, I would imagine, just based on some things here. So they have the Four of Wands and the Temperance card kind of in their energy. So this is more like kind of the heart of the situation, and the side cards for me are sort of like kind of the people. All right. So with Four of Wands and Temperance, I feel like this person really just wants like a very balanced commitment. You know, like a very like they feel a connection, they feel like a soulmate energy. You know, that kind of thing with Temperance. But with Mercury, she has the Mercury symbol and wings here, and on the feet as well. So I feel like it's like the communication is very balanced, and all of that type of deal, and that's kind of where it's at. And with the Four of Wands, this person is needing stability but yet freedom, because it's like they're tied, you know, they're bound, but like the ribbons like kind of float. You know, they're not strict and like, you know, bound like that. So this person really needs like freedom in but yet instability. Okay. The other person, which is probably you, Leo, I have the Emperor card here and the Knight of Swords. So it's like I feel like I think that's why we have this like full card energy, because there's part of you that is this very rooted, stable type person, and very like rooted in like kind of ancient kind of in an ancient kind of way. Like this card was in that other reading that I did. Okay. And to me, it kind of reaches back into, because the other reading was very much like high magic kind of stuff. And this kind of reminds me of that, because it's a bit pagan to me, you know, in its appearance, the card. So it to me, it seems like a person who is probably like really rooted somehow, you know, maybe ancestrally, whatever, through, you know, some sort of like old magic or something like that, right? So it's like I feel like they are very stable and rooted and grounded, but yet there's this like lustful, desirous like part of them, okay? And that it makes it's with the Knight of Swords, it makes them sort of like with all this energy, they don't know what to do with it, and it's like sometimes it's a bit anger, sometimes it's just rushing into things, full on, you know, that kind of deal. But I feel like it's like escape, and that's why I think we have this Fool card here, because I feel like it builds up and it's just so much, and then it's like escape. I need to escape, you know, and do something. And then, like I said, we have this Fool card. So the thing is, it's like I feel like these two cards match up fairly well. These are two people who are rooted in stability, but in very different ways. Okay. And these two parts of the personality do not match at all. This person's kind of, you know, wants flow and ease and that sort of thing. And this person is like ready to just like kind of take on the world and these challenges and that sort of deal. So I think that the person you are dealing with in love is starting to kind of get a handle on this in a sense, you know, and like realize a lot of truths about the situation, and kind of cutting through the whole, you know, hoping to pierce through sort of the lone wolf, not facade, it's not a facade, shell, I guess, you know, but on the same hand, realizing, because the Ace of Swords is about realizing truth, that you know may not happen, and that this person is just sort of you know doing their thing. Now with the Seven of Cups at the bottom, Page of Cups, Death card, Magician, Three of Wands, nothing really spectacular down there. So I mean, with the Seven of Cups is the overall energy, you know, at the bottom of the deck. I just see this as sort of both of you, I think, kind of have a lot of options. And by options, I don't mean like maybe like partners or, you know, 50 million people to choose from or anything like that. It's more like you have a lot of, neither one of you seem very clear or focused about what exactly it is you want, you know, is what I'm gathering here. So it's sort of like it's just this sort of illusionary field right now. And it's very slow. There's a turtle in the corner. So this is very slow to progress if it is progressing, and it's very uh, sort of just illusionary right now. So it's like nothing is really, you got, to me, it seems like two people who are very much like individual. And even though you both, because the emperor to me sometimes can be like marriage and things like that. Four of Wands can sometimes be wedding, so it's like that kind of energy. But it's, to me, it's like in this reading, it's stability. Okay. So it's like both of you have that capacity, but it's just right now, you just seem too individual in your motives. Okay. So, and then not really having a clear direction, or having so many things in front of you that you're not really sure exactly which is the right cup to pick. So that can be too. So, I mean, it looks a little complicated, and it is similar to the other one, but at least this one was a little bit more coherent. Let me, I'll pull one card, kind of overall, overall mutual for this. Let's see. Now, this is just for the 1st through the 10th. It's so funny. I don't know why I even put weekly on these, because it's like I always end up like kind of reading like the whole freaking like relationship, but whatever. Okay. Maybe I should start titling on the 1st through the 10 years of your relationship. Yeah. All right, let's see. One card, please, for Leos and this person they are dealing with in love. Let's see. It is mutual, or let's just do it for Leo. So Leo's advice, please. Leo's advice in this love situation. Leo's advice in this love situation. Okay, what do we got? We have here and now, which is number 32, and it's really cool. So the person is like poised in between. The one says future and one says past, and they're kind of hovering in the middle in between, which is really cool. I'll read this one real quick, because honestly, I haven't pulled this one before, so let me see. They're short. All right. 32. Okay. So the essential meaning is being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. Okay. Since we're doing love, the relationship message is it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now. That's the full card. Okay. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. All right, beautiful message. All right, so this is appropriate energy. I feel this is probably not. All right, so for Leos, I think the Fool card is a beautiful thing. It may be right now that like a relationship just is a little bit too, I was going to say not in the cards, okay, which kind of not. But, I don't know. I get the sense that with the Seven of Cups here, it's about really focusing in on what you really, really want. Choose the right cup, Indy, that kind of thing. All right. And, this other person, I mean, people, I don't know, whatever. I mean, they might be of interest in all of those things, but it just seems like this is probably the best kind of vibe for you right now to sort of just, keep working on yourself in this, not like that you need work. I don't mean that, but like, just kind of like a day by day kind of deal, like like it says, and just see where this leads you, but take some leaps, take some leaps of faith into something. And I feel like that's good. Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to leave that there. All right. And single Leos. All right. Single Leos. Single Leos, please. 1st through the 10th. 1st through the 10th. 1st through the 10th. Single Leos, please. 1st through the 10th of April. 1st through the 10th. Almost. Okay. 1st through the 10th. Okay. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, we have the Knight of Cups, okay, and we have the 8 of Coin. All right. So we have the 8 of Cups at the bottom, Knight of Wands, Devil card. Okay. So with the Hierophant, this could be somebody that you meet at work, actually. It's possible. Or at church. So there could be somebody that is interested in you. That you might have met at church, and they might maybe you guys talked like about work or something, like had a light conversation about what each other does or something. They might actually show up like to your work, like, oh, I didn't know you worked here, that kind of thing, to ask you out. That's possible. It's very specific, but I mean, that just kind of came to me, but with the Hierophant here. But you could be dealing with a Taurus. That's possible. The Hierophant, though, a lot of times is my married card, so it could be that too. But I don't know. I don't get the sense though that this is somebody who's married. I mean, it could be, but it could be a Taurus, or just somebody who is very traditional, very traditional. Okay, so that could be too. But they're interested in Leo. All right. So with the Knight of Cups, they're coming towards you, and with the 8 of Coin, I feel like they either want to like work with you, or they in some way, or this, like I said, it could be someone at work. It's possible. But with the 8 of Coin, I feel like it has something to do with around work. I just do, because the 8 of Coin doesn't really make sense, because it seems like it's a newer type relationship, and there's like really not anything to work on yet at this point that would demand that kind of energy. But with the 8 of Cups at the bottom, you may not be interested. You may choose to kind of like walk away, because you might have other things, emotional things that are on your mind. We do have the 3 of Cups falling out, which is kind of dating. Let me check the 8 of Coin. Yeah, wow, I pulled the 8 of Cups again. That's interesting. I think, the thing is, it's like this person may be married. That's why you kind of maybe decide to walk away. That could be. Or it could be that you are very focused on your work right now, and this person is interesting and all that, but you just kind of don't have the time. The other thing is, too, you might consider them to be a player, which I don't really sense that they are at all, not with the Hierophant coming out. But you might sense that, or you yourself might be sort of kind of playing the field and kind of enjoying that, and not really into somebody who is so traditional and kind of demanding in that sense. You might just kind of innately sense that you guys won't work well together, because you're kind of out having fun, and they want something way more than that. So, but either way, there is a Knight of Cups here. So there is some sort of action, activity, offer, or something like that. Could be around the workplace. It's possible. Either that, or like I said, I think maybe it could be too that you are just like kind of thrown into your own work, that you're not really into this offer. So, but Knight of Cups does have possibility. I mean, it's sincere. I'll say that much. The Knight of Cups is sincere. So, okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see what's going on in the workplace for Leo, April 1st through 10th. Oh, Chariot card, flipping around. I like it. All right. Chariot card could be like a victory card, so that's a good sign. Let's see what else is up here. 1st through 10th for Leo, please. 1st through 10th for Leo. 1st through 10th for Leo. Oops. Okay, 2 more. Work and career, please. Okay. Okay. Oh, so we have the Sun card coming out first and forefront. Okay. With the Ace of Swords. Nice. We have the 2 of Swords at the bottom. Knight of Wands, recent past. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Page of Swords. Ooh. All right. We got the 5 of Coin. We got the 5 of Cups. We have the Moon card. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Okay. And your card is at the bottom. So... all right. Okay. So the thing that I see with this is, okay, with the Sun card and the Ace of Swords right smack in the center, it's like, wow, you have the Moon card and these 2 5s. Hold on. I want to clarify those before I get started. Because you have some kind of cards here. I mean, you have a good outcome, you know, and you do have your card at the bottom of the deck also and in the spread. So I do like that. That's good. But let me clarify some of these like more kind of like crappy cards. All right, before I get started here. Because this definitely seems based on some sort of choice that you may make. All right, so why does Leo have the 5 of Coin? Why does Leo have 5 of Coin? Okay. There could be an offer that you turned down that could have been like really good, is what I'm thinking. Because then we have this card of sort of like regret. The Moon card is here too. You know what? I'm going to go around this one more time, actually. Just give me one card here. One card here. Hang on one second. Sorry, it's just there's some pretty heavy cards here. I want to make sure I get the right read for you because it seems to have something to do with this choice being made here. Or non-choice. That could be too. All right, so let's go around this one more time. We'll just do one card in the center. Okay. And we'll still do the 5 coin one card. Okay. One more time around. One card in the center only. Okay. Okay, the Empress, the 9 of Wands, the Star card, the 10 of Wands. So the Page of Swords is the Death card. Queen of Wands over the 9 of Cups and the 5 of Coin. The Wheel of Fortune. The Moon card is Queen of Cups. And Page of Pentacles is the Fool card. Okay. So, and you have a 7 of Coin at the bottom of the deck. All right. So it seems to me there's some sort of possible victory and expansion and like all kinds of, you know, abundant, you know, type things that it's like there's this victory type of feeling with it, right? Okay, so like it's really good and it's a good energy at this point, okay? But what I get the sense of like not trusting something, like acting too slow, not taking advantage of a situation, although I don't see an offer necessarily. The Ace of Swords could be, but it's like not taking advantage of something, and then, but it's okay because you end up with the Page of Pentacles and the Fool. Somehow that kind of, everything starts turning. All right, hold on. This is really weird. All right. So at the bottom, I mean, you have the Two of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So it's like needing to make a choice about something, but being so, like, you've been in this position before so many times that it's like it's almost like you don't want to make this choice anymore because it's like you've been hurt so many times, and it's like, but on the other hand, it's like, you kind of got to take that blindfold off and kind of really look at things, okay? I think you do, though, because then, you go to the ace, you have the Ace of Swords in the center of your reading. So I feel like you do take the blindfold off despite the fact that you've really been hurt in like these work situations before, like been let down, been burdened, overworked, whatever the case may be. But it's like you finally kind of face the truth, and the truth is, you want this, you want like you need to, like, you want to reinvent yourself and have like this growth and abundance. So, but you've been in this like really blah, kind of stuck in the past, like that kind of energy kind of deal. Like judging everything on past experience is kind of what I see. In the recent past, you have the Knight of Wands and the Star card. So I feel like, I think that's why, because, or it doesn't have to be recent past, because actually now that I'm thinking about it, I think this is why this is so hard for you, because I think in the past you had like ambitions towards something like that was a lot of wish fulfillment for you. Like you really, really wanted that. And it just seemed like that's what you wanted, And then the Page of Swords comes along. I think that's like news you didn't really want to hear. And it's like, or it's just studying over this type of energy, like what this was to you, and studying it also, that could be, and really transforming it into something that will benefit you. Because I feel like almost like, I don't want to say like you were setting your sights too high. I don't, because that's, I think you should set your sights high, but it just almost seems like this was unattainable for some reason. Like there was something, like some sort of dream of yours or some sort of dream job or whatever. And I'm not saying it is unattainable. It's just for some reason at that time it is or was, okay? But I also get a little bit of a sense here too with the Seven of Cups and Ten of Wands that it's like it's a burden for you to actually, like, I just feel like so much burden. Like you have like all these burdens, like to choose something or to do something, or because I think like you kind of did, and then like maybe that didn't work out. And now it's like you're just in that energy. Well, that didn't work out. Nothing will work out. But you're getting out of it. That's what I do like. Like I get the sense too, like with the Seven of Cups and Ten of Wands, just that it's like it's just like you don't want to choose a cup. You don't want to choose you don't want to make a decision and all of these kinds of things, but your inner self is like saying, "Oh my God, you're the sun, you're the Empress, you're the Ace of Swords, you are these amazing things." But then there's like this part of you that, because of whatever let you down here, is just like stuck, like choosing something, and everything just seems like a burden, or like it will be failed, and that kind of energy, and the universe is saying it won't. These are very bright cards, but it will if you don't choose something and you kind of stay in that energy. Okay, you have to really lift yourself up here, and this is like a self-empowerment card here. Things need to change, definitely. That something needs to change here. And something needs to be let go of. And unfortunately, for now, I'm not saying let go of your dreams, but for now, like it feels like you're being urged to like kind of let go of a past dream, probably to seek a new dream is what I'm thinking. that will be maybe eventually bring you to that one. So, because you have the five of coin in your position. The five of coin is not a favorable card in a career reading. Okay, it's like probably the worst card you could pull. Okay, but I mean, you have a good outcome. Okay, so the thing about this though is it's not a major arcana card. This is a minor arcana card. So that means it can be it doesn't have to be this way. This is a card of like loss, of separation. This could be a firing, quite frankly. With you have the Page of Swords here with the Death card and the Five of Coin. So I mean that there's a little bit of that going on. All right, definitely. But again, don't worry about it. Your outcome is fantastic. So it's very good. But, well, I say don't worry about it. Of course, you're going to worry about it. I mean, if that happens, duh. But again, though, whoops, that card just fell on the ground. See, it's gone already. It's gone. It was clarified by Queen of Wands and Nine of Cups. So this to me is saying, yep, okay, it's a setback. Yes, it's a loss. Okay, it didn't turn out to be the, oh my God, dream that you wanted it to be. But you know what? You're on your way to some other wish fulfillment. Okay, something that is, that is attainable, that is workable, and all of those types of things. There's something in like that is turning for you. Okay, so this was in your outward environment, but I kind of feel like this is not people around you. I still think this is like kind of your energy because it's a little bit of regret, a little bit of loss, that sort of thing. But the Wheel of Fortune is here, is turning things around. All right, it's taking the challenge of the five and turning it into like giving you a speed up to a 10, which is kind of closing that cycle out. So don't wallow. If something happens here, and it's going to be tough because I feel like it was something you really, really wanted. But the thing is, the universe is giving you something that maybe you didn't know you wanted, and it's more conducive to you at this time, most likely. All right. Now you have the Moon and the Queen of Cups in your, hopes, dreams, and fears. I usually don't pay too much attention to this section unless it's a major arcana card, which it is. So I think with the Moon, that again, it's kind of like what I'm saying. It's like there's information here that's not quite known to you yet. And that's why I say don't get caught in that energy that fell on the floor and is gone now, okay? Because it's like there's the universe is working on something, and it's like you probably just don't have all the details yet, all right? And it's, you might be feeling like a little bit, the Moon and the Queen of Cups to me are very similar energy because they're both can be a little bit melancholy, a little bit in their head, a little bit dwelling on like, she's really contemplating this, this urn. All right. So to me, it's like the urn is the ashes of this situation, and kind of getting deep and all of that. And that's okay. But just don't like drown in that kind of stuff. Right. It's like, it's okay to kind of feel that way, but just hold on. The other aspect of this too is it could actually be a person that is around you that you just don't know yet, and this could be like your future boss or a future friend or something like that, stepping in and lighting, the path of some information that wasn't known yet. Okay. And you have the Page of Pentacles and you have the Fool card. So, I feel like these two go pretty good together. It's not like getting the Star card at the end of your reading, but this is good because it was really going downhill there for a minute. Okay, so this is like a nice recovery, Leo. All right, and let's not forget you have the Sun card and that Strength card at the bottom of the deck. So it's like you have this power, to get this, to get out of this mode, for sure. And the wheel is turning it anyway. But the Page of Pentacles is an offer of some sort. Okay. It's sometimes studying something a little bit different also. With the Fool card, this could be a big move. Maybe you decide to just move, and that's kind of everything works out. Or maybe you just decide to go take like if you have a little bit saved up or something, you take a little vacation, do something interesting or adventurous, or you just completely study something new and just hop right in and start doing it. And it like turns out that that's your dream, So for instance, if you thought your dream job was this tech job that blah, 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 and then it like fell apart or something like that, then, you know, maybe this information comes along and makes itself known, and you're like, that's interesting. And you start studying, maybe it's like astrology, right? And you just like throw yourself into it, and it's like a total leap of faith for you because, you know, astrology doesn't scream stability, right? But for some reason it like works out, and it's like, oh my God, this is like, you know, that was my dream. You know, it's like that kind of energy is what this reading is. So it's, you know, it's gonna be a little tough, I'm not gonna lie, you know, with some of that energy going on. But again, just remember your recovery is good. All right. So, okay. All right, Leos. So with that, if you guys got anything out of this video, as always, I just always ask if you can go sideways. No. If you can leave a little comment, like an emoji or something like that in the comments section, or just a hi, because that helps my YouTube channel. So, and YouTube sees activity and all that sort of thing. Anyway, have a great, fantastic 1st through the 10th, even though today is the 3rd. And we'll see you soon for the next ones. All right, bye.